Recently, I found the coastline calling me. With the rush of our day-to-day lives, sometimes that salty sea air is all that's needed for some well-earned rest and relaxation.
We're getting small!
The sound of the waves rolling in. Gulls swirling overhead.
I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Boats creaking in the harbour. That slower pace of life. There's just something about the seaside that makes you exhale and go, ah. That said, if you're anything like me, the moment you finally get a bit of downtime, you're already itching for something to do. So naturally, I went tuna fishing. Yep. So sit back, relax, and watch me battle not only some of the most powerful fish on the planet, but also my own sea legs. Or lack of them, shall we say. After getting down to Brixham the night before, I had a good catch up with Wayne, also known as TheShoreHunter on YouTube and socials. The following morning, we met up with David Mordecai and Andy Bolt, founder of Tuna Gear UK, down in Torquay Harbour. After a couple of trips had been postponed thanks to the unpredictable and quite frankly terrible British weather, it felt amazing to finally be basking in some sunshine and climbing aboard Andy's boat. I've been lucky enough to catch all sorts of species across different countries, including my biggest to date, a sturgeon estimated of around 120 to 130 pound. Yet, looking at the boat and seeing the reels the size of my head and line thick enough to tow the boat we were on, I knew this was going to be something special. With the gear prepped and the boat brimmed with fuel, we motored out of Torquay Harbour full of anticipation. First on the agenda was bait, or tuna sweets as they were referred to. We stopped off at a few likely looking spots, checking the echo sounder before dropping some feathers and filling up the live well with enough tuna candy. With bait sorted, there was just one thing left to do. Find and catch the tuna. Just a quick aside, I'm currently in the editing stage of this video, and there's one thing I've done within this edit and all my edits for that fact, and it's trying to keep language to a minimum, even if the situation gets a bit hyped up. So if there's ever a flaps, generally I tend to beep it out so you don't have to hear it, but there's one word in particular I try to keep off the channel for as much of the year as possible. Begins with a C. Christmas. As many of you will know, Holy have been a huge support of the channel for well over a year, keeping me not only hydrated but energized throughout that time, and they've just launched their 2025 advent calendars. You've got 24 days of proper good flavour and a few surprises thrown in too. Perfect for December when you need a little pick-me-up before heading out in the cold. There's a small calendar that's $44.99 right now in the early bird sale, but it jumps up to $49.99 after 11 AM today. So if you're one of my loyal followers that watch this as soon as it goes live on a Sunday morning, you've got the chance still to hit the early bird prices. Then there's the big calendar, the one that's $144.99 at early bird and $154.99 after, and it's packed with exclusive flavours, merch, and even a whole tub inside. Or if you want to go all in, they've got a bundle with the small caffeine and a big calendar together for $169.99, which goes up to $184.99 later on after the early bird sale. So if you fancy picking one up or maybe grabbing one for someone else, then click the link in the description or alternatively the link in the pinned comment and use my codes for a bit of a saving. MBF5 will get you £5 off your first order and MBF gets you 10% off all orders after that. Every single order helps support the channel. So a massive thanks to Holy for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to the tuna action. This is what's known as a bust. They come in all shapes and sizes, some small, some huge, some tight, others more spread out. But one thing's for sure, they're incredible to watch. And sometimes, if you're lucky, you even get to play with them, like we did today. Yes, I'm still talking about the tuna. What do you think I meant? In all the excitement of seeing this for the first time, I forgot to hit record on my main camera. But this POV of pure chaos should give you a pretty good idea of what went down.
Yeah, yeah, Brent!
Hey!
Yay! Right, probably need to get on, mate. Go in, mate. Yeah, I'm on it. Right. Get out of the way, boys. Oh my God.
What?
Drive into it. What are you doing?
That is insane.
Once hooked, of course, the priority is getting the fish under control, which is easier said than done. But more than that, it's getting them away from the bus. If you can imagine hundreds, if not thousands, of huge tuna in a whirlpool, if they hit your line, say bye-bye to that fish you've hooked.
Oh, tuna's come off.
And unfortunately, that's exactly what happened on this first hookup of the day. But I couldn't care less, because looking at this bust in front of me was truly out of this world. I'd never witnessed something like this in person before. It felt like I was on the set of something for planet Earth, witnessing nature in its rawest format. It was insane. It's worth noting at this point, as you can see, Wayne also has a camera in his hand, and his video from this trip is already live on his channel, The Shore Hunter. So be sure to go over to his channel, give it a watch, and give it some love as well.
What's this? We're about to get eaten. Look at all the bait fish. I know, they're tiny as well.
To catch these tuna, we were going to be using a multitude of different methods. The first of which you've already seen, which is casting lures to the edge of a bust, hoping to pick off one of those ravenous tuna as they're in that feeding frenzy. The other tactics were trawling dead baits behind the boat, and lastly, a spreader bar, something that Tuna Gear is pretty well known for.
Ridiculous. Yeah, smell the sea salt and everything. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
So this is a spreader bar. Basically, this agitates the top of the water and it makes it look like a lot of bait. There isn't any hooks on this. As you can see, they're a reenactment of a squid, and these are just plastic. The center line is where the hook is attached. And this is the only hook we put on. And we attach it to the bottom here. And that looks like one of these. And we tend to do a different color. Normally, the fish will actually take the weakest link, which is obviously the one at the back. And it's a proven method. It works really, really well. Obviously, Andy has sort of started selling these as Tuna Gear. You can get these on tunagear.co.uk. That's the spreader bar.
After spotting another bust, we raced over and David and Andy quickly fired their lures in. It didn't take long before we were hooked up again, and this time it was my turn to go one-on-one with an apex predator. And for a bit of context though, I was feeling seriously seasick at this point. Just keep that in mind.
Stay with me, I'm getting mine in. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm doing my best.
No slack at all now, alright?
Cannot. You've got to give this shit constant, yeah? Now,
There's one way of doing it. And you're in the bloody deep end, mate. Constant, so get on that handle. If it goes slack here, wind.
yeah. Clip onto here and here, yeah?
Yeah. Wind if it goes slack. Alright.
Really got to know each other,
I told you about my tennis elbow, didn't I?
yeah, we paid absolutely.
Yeah, I know. That's ridiculous.
And then drop the rod into
Yeah, I feel that's better.
You can pump and wind. Pump it, so go on the dip, and then pump back and wind at the same time. So we're going to go down, and then we're going to pump. We're going to go down, and then we're going to pump. That's it, mate, look at that.
I know you're going to get the gurns now.
How you feeling, mate, alright?
Like I'm attached to something extremely powerful.
How you feeling, Joe?
Tired already.
Are you?
I know it's going to be on for a long time.
Right, nice feeling?
Yeah.
You started pulling back, yeah?
Just a heavy weight.
Yeah, remember, we've got the boat towing it as well, so. Yeah, that's it, you've got to pump back. Not too high sticks, press all the time. There, stop there, no pump. There, That's it, okay. Short pump. Yeah, here. Down. Up. Would you like a set of gloves?
I'm alright at the moment.
That's it. Not too high sticky. That's it. That's it. Yeah, that's it, mate. That's a good sit, mate. That's really get a lot. Oh, look at you!
By this point, the fish had been on for about 15 minutes and I was already starting to struggle. And that was when the fish decided to actually wake up.
There you go. Keep going. Keep going. Wine.
Wine? You're winding me up.
On camera.
What, I mean, nearly over flying in? Clock the knee on the live well. Yeah, he's going for it now.
Come around here. With your left arm, just hold yourself on the rail. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Well done, Joe. How's your knee?
The knee's fine. It's more a fact I was on the brink of being sick before we hooked up.
Oh, really?
Now I'm pumping.
Yeah.
My body's like, we throw it up, we put on a fish, and what's going on?
Yeah, that's amazing. It's living, yeah?
Oh, there he goes again.
That's the potential there. Okay, good stuff, yeah, right?
I must say, I was half tempted in the edit to leave the entire fight for you all to experience just how long it takes to get one of these fish in. But as we live in a day and age where a 10-second TikTok video can sometimes seem too long, I've whittled it down to the highlights for you. You'll notice here that the motors are back on, and that's because the fish was desperate to get under the boat. If it does that, likelihood is it gets caught on the props and bye-bye fish. To avoid that, we powered forwards, which naturally brings the fish back out behind the boat. But this was a constant to and fro battle of the fish, trying to get under the boat on one side, trying to go around the motor. So eventually we switched sides to try and break that constant cycle and see if we could get this fish to the surface once and for all.
You're going to lift everything over the back of the boat, alright?
Ready? Down the back. There you go.
That cable's in the way. Cable.
That's right, it's just a
Nice. Notice how we can get the line back on now. Davey, straight down, alright?
Turn the camera on so you can see. Bump to the left, mate. Run to the left. Run to the left. Bump to left. Bump to left. Keep going. Bump to left. He's going for the engines. They're all like this, mate. They're nice ones. Yeah, they're nice ones. They don't come in like a 5-pack mirror. Or 8x credit a picture here, mate.
So here we are. How you feeling?
Knackered.
Yeah? He's doing well there. He's doing alright, yeah?
He's doing really well. He's doing really, really well. He hasn't moaned at all.
You did say you stitched him up a little bit, yeah?
We have stitched him up a little bit, yeah. I'm not going to lie. It's not like we can pick which fish grabs it, but we could have dragged bars around and made it a little bit easier for him, but
Why not?
this is much more fun.
Fun.
Fun, yeah, for us.
But, no.
We'll all do it tomorrow. We'll all get put in the paint locker. You can watch me and Dave whinge about it as well.
Yeah. I look forward to
Like,
it.
we all pretend
Like, there's much pressure now.
we like tuna fishing, but really,
Yeah.
the leader.
Okay, stop on.
He's up there though. He's up there. He's up there. He's up there. He's ready. Go on, Joe, mate. Go on.
Pile it on.
Go on. Have another one to the reel. Have another one to the reel.
Okay.
Yeah, I am. fish.
Pile the pressure on.
Wind, Joe.
Oh, wind.
Whoa, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. You know, Joe, we did stitch you up. Right, Nick grips you down under there.
Watch it.
It was at this point the fish was secured and all those thoughts of get the fish in were relieved. That did mean that my body was able to have full attention on my seasickness. Hence why I've cut the audio and blurred the imagery. Yeah, that was rough.
Yes, Joe.
How you feeling, Joe? Exhausted. Yeah.
I'm going to unclip all this for you first. Get all that off you.
Well, in my video, I would have blurred out what happened as soon as I landed the fish because it wasn't what anyone wants to see. Let's just say seasickness had got the better of me before hooking this fish.
Kept it down though, mate. You kept
And
it
as
down.
soon as the relief was off,
Oh.
my body went into reject mode. Anyway.
How big's that then, lads?
65.
So what's that in?
Oh, I don't know, £100, 120, maybe a little bit more. But it's a bloody good fish for a first fish on a popping rod. You know, fair play, mate.
Thank you guys as well for everything.
Yes, boy!
Like that. How'd you find it?
Exhausted.
Right then.
That's not a good motion to be in either.
Well done for not spewing on yourself.
Well done, mate. You've done a
Valiant
cracking
job.
job, mate. Well
Valiant
done.
lads.
Well done, bud.
Well done,
Well, I
Andy.
need to clean up.
Well done,
No,
Dave.
you've done. I've done it.
It's all
Mate.
cool.
Don't worry about that. It's
You're
only
good.
so fucking sick. There's been far worse on this boat.
I was going to say something funny then, but...
Woohoo! Well away. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers,
mate. Cheers, Dave.
Cheers.
Did it in the first few hours, really.
You two classy work together, man.
How you doing, Joe? You alright? You feeling a bit ropey? Yeah. Well, it's one of those things. I don't get travel sick if I'm driving. Yeah. Maybe this will help. Okay, I'll sweet dust drive tomorrow. But anyway, yeah. You'll be alright, mate. There we go a bit faster. Do what you want, mate. Oh, cated it. Dirty fuel. Dirty buddy. If you're sat here, you're paying for the fuel whilst you're here. In which case, yeah. Got to do that already. Been a mega day. I've not spoken much to the camera, I'm aware. That's mainly because I've either caught a fish or been ejecting something from my body out of my mouth, which hasn't been very flat. I hope I have some COs today before I've got these things on, these things out. I've taken tablets. Yeah, how's it work? Ginger biscuits. I've seen the ginger biscuits more than I'd like. Yeah, it's not worked, but it might. You might. But oh yeah, we don't know how you could have been. How bad will it? Yeah. Well, another day of it tomorrow. I'm gonna push through. Probably more sick, but hopefully some more tuna as well.
Sickness aside, I had an amazing day, and a massive thanks once again to Andy and David for helping me get that fish in, and for Wayne for organising this trip in the first place. It seems mad to me to think I now have caught a tuna from British waters when I remember several years ago when they first arrived in our waters. Here I am in 2025 catching them and calling it my job. So a massive thanks once again to each and every one of you that watches these videos and makes trips like this, sickness included, a possibility. Same again tomorrow.
What's the plan today?
We're going to go back to the wreck where we caught all that bait instead of messing around, going around in circles trying to find some bait. And we're going to fill that live well up. And we're going to go back out to where we were yesterday and see if we can find them. The tide's going to be pretty pumping as we go through, so I don't think it's going to be a bit like yesterday when we first went out. We didn't see them really to start with, and once that tide started slackening off, there goes the bag, we got amongst them. So yeah, that is going to be the plan. I think we're going to set up on a drift with some live baits to start with. know when you were going out yesterday and I showed you all that bait gun along the screen? We're going to go and find that and fire some live baits down and sit there on the binoculars, have a bit of breakfast, and wait for them to come up and let the tuna tell us where they are. They're going to be in that same spot as yesterday, but that's the plan. I'm going to adjust this reel handle first because some donut put it on wrong yesterday.
It is day 2 on the Tuna Gear boat. Once again out with Dave, Andy and Wayne. Once again I'm loaded up with my seasickness, nausea things on the ears, the wristbands, tablets, ginger biscuits. It didn't work yesterday and it probably won't today, but at least I've tried. And I'm doing this for as much for you guys, for the entertainment purposes than anything, because I couldn't come down here for 2 days, only fish one. I'd never live it down online. So, heading out once again. Wayne,
hello everyone.
You're first up on the rods. Oh, let's spin that around.
Yeah, I am today. How you doing, Joe? You alright?
I'm good, but we haven't left the marina yet, so.
I know. I do know how you are because we're staying together in a house. And we do talk, don't we?
We do.
Just a little bit. No, you're alright, mate. You done really well yesterday. And Andy was saying it's good skills to come back out. Is that right, Andy?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I was watching projectile things come out of you quite a few times of varying different colours.
And I was sick.
Yes. Out of your nose, mouth. Yeah, I've got a really good video of you. We're trying to let you have a private sick and I was just recording you out the cab window.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, fair play. A lot of people wouldn't have come back out today. We would have been slightly disappointed, but he did all right, didn't he? He's done a blinding job. So, yeah, same again, mate. Just get over the side, puke a lot. We'll wash it down with the deck wash, and we'll just keep going.
But effort equals reward.
Yeah.
What a fish you caught on a lure.
Awesome. And that was just epic yesterday. I've got to say, the first big bust stop we were right in amongst. In the panic, I didn't hit record on this camera, so I missed some awesome footage, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get it again today. Something else in it.
It's unbelievable, mate. Yeah, I was really excited running around with my action camera. Joe's running around. I'm like, quick, look at these tuna, look at these tuna. We're like jumping around. These guys are like, yeah. Weren't we, Dave? Jumping up and down like little children.
It's good. It's exciting when you see it first,
Yes.
isn't it?
Amazing.
Were they normal sort of size, small, big, or?
It looked small fish, but a lot of them. So it's quite nice as well to see them feeding all alongside the boat.
Yeah.
And also what they were feeding on, so to match the hatch. So yeah.
So, well, nice
Good.
work on the hook there. But it looks so distant from the sort of fishing I do. So when people watch that, you setting the hook. Talk us through. Obviously, it was quite intense how you're setting it.
Yeah, setting the hook's one thing, but when you cast an allure into something like that, they're just going to take it. But then the idea is to make sure that the hook sets in the jaw as good as you can do. So you're basically heaving into the rod as much as you can, and then you're waiting for it to peel away. The next part of that fight is just trying to get that fish away from all of the others, because you get a lot of line bites, and that's what you don't want, because they can just slice your line.
Well, that
instantly.
clip I got yesterday, it looks like it comes off, but it's not.
It's not.
It's just hitting the line, isn't it?
Yeah. So just a lot of line bites. So yeah, to see that going on straight away was quite a view for you guys. But we just want to go out and smash a bit more of that today.
Fingers crossed. Looking forward to it.
And turn your camera on. I was
I'll
just
turn the
saying,
camera on,
I was
alright.
jumping around, he was jumping around, and I was like, look at that footage, and he's like, oh, I've
didn't
not
hit
turned my
record.
camera on. And I'm like, how long have you been doing this?
I was panicking.
We can all...
So this is what Joe had his first tuna on yesterday. Stella 20,000. This has got a 130 pound hollow core on it, and then it's got 250 pound fluoro. Very simple, Benjamin knot on the end, split ring, and then of all things a Savage Gear lure with, you wouldn't think that hook would hold for a tuna. They're good for a couple of bites, and then I think Dave's glued this one back this morning. And the rod itself is a Hauk Bullfighter 250. Really good rod. Some of the I sell these. Some of the lads like the 200. Some have gone heavier with the 300 and 350s. I think this 250 is right in the middle of the road. It's got a real good bit of power in it, but it's still really tippy at the same time. Great rod. So yeah, this is what Joe, how long, 40, 45 minutes?
40, 45, yeah.
Yeah, you were up there, mate. You did really well. I was twinging the line as you were going through it, playing the guitar tunes.
I nearly wound your hand into it when you're trying to tighten the clutch.
Yeah, you did. I was trying to do it up and you took a turn. That's my fault. That's not your fault. So yeah, Stella 20,000, 130 hollow core, 250 fluoro, and a Hauk Bullfighter 250. Super simple, great fight. And it's what Joe got his first tuner on.
Nice. And what else are we using today? You're training about trying to get on.
So we are going to use, these are my new setups. So this is the new Talica 50. On here is 130 hollow core again. There's 500 yards of hollow core underneath the mono, and this is 130 AFW Quattro. Down to a snap link swivel. We're going to be using this for live baiting. This is the Hauk Invictus 3150. They do two of them in the range, the 5130, which sounds a lot stiffer than it actually is. This is the lighter one at 3050. I'm looking forward. Well, this ripped off yesterday, and the bend in this rod was absolutely phenomenal. It was my fault. I was messing around on the helm a little bit, and I didn't get tension on it quick enough, and it smacked the hook. So we're going to go back out. We are going to use. So again, very, very simple fishing. This is 5 meters of 250 fluoro. That's a 10-0. That's a 10-0 Charlie Brown hook on there. And all we do is we just bridle up the mackerel through the nose onto the hook, and we'll steam up to. We'll either steam up to the side of the bust and just go, bink, and put it in, or if those fish have just gone down when we get there, we'll just come across the side of them and just peel it down as fast as we can. And that's what we did yesterday. Those fish, we got to the bust, the fish had just gone down. Mordecai was really quick on the rod. I mean, it wasn't down very long at all, and it just did that click, 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 and just absolutely went. So that's going to be our live baiting setup today. You control bars with this if you want to. We did have the bars out on it. So that is that one, and then we also do have the big industrial stuff. This is my old kit from when we first started tuna fishing, where everything had to be massive. So this is a 50-80 Alotechnos. This is a Pen 80 wide. There's 200 pound hollow core on here and 225 pound top shot. It's got the Winthrop adjustable butt, so you can go bent butt or straight butt. I prefer straight butt when I'm doing stand up, although those are bent. Because they were lighter, I thought I'd give them a go for once. So yeah, that's, to be honest, they don't come out very much anymore, but they're nice to look at and have on the side of the boat. So that's that, that's those. And then we've got my popping rod. This is the Zanak. This is the Tapizo, the Monster Buster. Just like the top end of Japanese R&D top water fishing rod. It's just the parabolic curve that you get in this rod. They're designed to be fought high sticked. You can pull and pull on this thing. Again, this has got a Stella 20,000 on it, 130 pound hollow core, 250 fluoro, and on this I'm using the Rons. Again, just split ring, Benjamin knot, swivel, so you can just snap them on nice and quick. Might have a go on the poppers today. It's looking a lot nicer out there, so we might start sweeping the poppers across the top. But yeah, that's my top water setup.
Sweet.
So when we're steaming out, the first thing, because my eyesight's terrible, I've got a set of gyro stabilising binoculars, which personally I think are an absolute must. You can see miles with these things, and when there's a bit of chop on the water, even when you're bouncing up and down, these things just lock on that horizon, and you can use them basically because they stabilise. So I'll be looking through these. I'll be looking for birds, even in the early, when we're first going out. Which way are the birds going? Are there birds starting to clump up? Are there birds diving down? What are the gannets? We're looking for the shearwaters. There are groups of shearwaters just sat on the surface. If we see that, we always stop. It's worth having a look. There are oil slicks on the water. I said to you yesterday, you can smell it. We call them tuna farts.
Yeah, we all did as well. You can smell the difference.
It's a real strong smell, you know. Sniff it. It sounds stupid, but sniff in the air. I'll go onto my screen. There's multiple ways of using this fish finder. At the moment, it's doing this because we're sat in the marina and there's just bits going past. But I'll be looking for bait balls. as we were steaming out yesterday, I was showing you, it's sort of like 30 metres. We just had constant lines of bait. So we knew we were in the area. We had bait down there was birds working the areas, pretty much how we locate them. And then the old school favourite is pull out your phone and start ringing all your mates who are out there already and seeing who's on fishing, who's not. We've got a pretty good network of lads that all share information between each other. There's boys coming up from Plymouth, we're coming down from Torquay. If we're going further from Plymouth, we'll be calling the boys down in Falmouth and seeing who's, are there fish down there, how's the fishing been going. The network catches you as many tuna as sometimes your watercraft does. But yeah, we'll steam out, we're looking for bait, we're looking for birds, we're looking for dolphins, just watercraft really, a bit like carp fishing, like
just a bit of a bigger expanse of water.
Just more acres of water, that's all you're looking at. It's find the bait, find the dolphins, find the birds. You turn up sometimes and there'll be birds just sort of scattered around all over the place. You'll see that oil slick and just the dolphins doing that. There's tuna being feeded. I look at dolphins sometimes as that like clean-up crew. After the tuna have smashed everything to pieces, there's all bits of fish and scale in the water, and those dolphins are just lumping through, just picking up bits and pieces. So that's always a telltale sign you're in the right area. We had it yesterday again. We turned up to that bust. There's dolphins, there's birds. We sort of just knocked the boat into neutral, and we just sat there and waited. We call it that 20-minute rule. And within 10 minutes, they just started washing machine in 400 or 500 yards away from where we were. Just picked them up straight away. So yeah.
And just quickly explain exactly what a bust is, because other than it being extremely awesome to witness, what's actually going on there?
So tuna corral bait into a bait ball and they start working it up to the surface. And when they get to the surface, they bust, or we call it a washing machine, and they are just going round in circles. And you see all the little bits of white bait just jumping around, and those tuna are just going round in circles, just smashing that bait to pieces. So we'll pick up like a big red blob on the screen, and you'll see all the tuna off the side of it. You just get sort of like these inverted V's on my Raymarine system. That's how they come up. You get all these inverted V's off the side of it, and that's them starting to corral that bait up to the surface. And as soon as they're on their surface, it's just white foaming water, and they're just going round and round and round and round, and they're just nailing all that bait. It can last 20 seconds. It can last 5 minutes. It just depends how much bait is there and sometimes how many tuna are there. Then it will dissipate. You probably saw it yesterday. So after it goes into that foaming ball, we call it football field, and it just goes into what looks like really choppy water, and it's a much bigger space, and there's just tuna just sort of picking off the last few bits and pieces. There's bits of white water coming up, there's fins coming up, and that's the tail end of it, and that's the time. It's easier, like when you come up to those washing machines, just don't cast into them. Don't drive your boat into it, you're going to spook them. Don't go through it thinking you're going to drag bars through it, because all that will happen, if you cast into the middle of that bus, a fish will take it, but it just dives into the rest of the pack. You saw line bites yesterday, as we're trying to pull that fish out that you had, and there's fish just pinging that line, and even with a 130 pound hollow coil, it will go like that. So when they are at that, once they've smashed all that bait and they're a lot more spread out, then that's when we do start casting into them. So yeah, that's a bust.
Awesome. Right. I don't know where the other two have gone.
One's gone for a poo, Wayne might have gone for a poo as well.
And then we're out again.
Right then, you know the kit, the process and the plan. Time to roll the montage from day 2.
Oh, yeah, big knock on the left.
Yeah, there you go. We've got one of our. Do you want to take the bail arm off?
It's up there, man. It's up there.
What's going on, Andy?
You're getting ass line back, aren't we?
And we're in. There we go. The lure rod's gone again.
Roger in.
I could have chucked this in the montage as well, but I felt it deserved to be left in its raw format. I think you'll see why.
Go silent for a minute.
Oh, I just had a hit. Yep.
Yeah, we're in. Good, nice one. Get in, Joe.
Yes, it, Joe.
Get in,
Watch that
Joe.
drag, tighten that drag up. I'm up there, I'm up there.
Yep.
I'm up there. That's it.
Andy, you on that?
Yeah, this is yours.
You on that, Andy?
Woohoo!
Joe, you ready? Okay. I'll get on the helm for it.
You having a Joe?
I was going to hand it over to Dave. It's his fish, isn't it? I feel good I've done both parts now.
Dave, you having this one?
Oh.
Joe, good on it.
Honestly, up.
You having a hand?
Do I need to slow the spool down?
Come up now.
Yeah, I got it.
Get ready to wide.
What is that? Right. Got that jig?
Yeah. Yeah. It's gone slack. It might come off. There we go. Back on contact with him. Whoa!
We're getting spooled! We're getting spooled! We're getting spooled! Stop! Stop! Go.
Well done, Dave. Well done, Dave.
Oh, the lactic acid!
Ready.
Oh, he's by the boat, he's on the motor. Whoa, good to back with it, if you want it.
Okay.
Oh, that was close.
We're getting spooled!
He's gone.
Gone. Interesting fish.
Oh.
That's the difference between a fish and a fish, yeah.
That's a good one, yeah?
A lot of effort there.
Feel that in the groin. Sorry.
No, you did great there, mate. You did great there.
That bite was almost instant. Hit the water, did like 2 turns, it just knocked like a pike, but then obviously not like a pike because it went off like a sea drain. Woo! Got that axe.
We're getting spooled!
Yeah,
Oh, shit. I was like, Dave, you got
it was all calm right up until that point where it just went, nah. Feel that.
It what to the motor at one point, didn't it?
Feel the heat on that.
Did it hit the motor?
No, it was on the plastic edging, so it didn't hit the motor, but it did sort of rub the side of it. It was there so quick I couldn't do much.
That was just going, that was.
Good effort, lads. I know you've just lost a bit of brain.
Pulling into try and get my words out. Pulling into the marina after second day at sea, and absolutely awesome. Well, some of the footage we've got, just the experience alone, is just unreal. I hope it comes across on camera just how chaotic and frantic it is when it all happens, but it's an enjoyable chaos, isn't it?
Mate, it's been insane. I know you guys will obviously watch this video anyway because it's the end. What do you think? Let Joe know in the comments. But we've had everything.
Yeah.
Obviously, I do this quite a bit and I'm very lucky. But we've had screaming runs, dolphins, big shoals of fish.
Yeah.
Sick.
Did you put that in?
I did. Well, they would have saw that yesterday. Apologies again for that. Drones? Yeah, I lost my drone this morning. So I did have some beautiful shots of us going out of the marina. Thankfully, I backed up all the footage from yesterday in case something happened today. And it's almost like I made it happen by thinking it could, because I lost my drone. Rather than catching it like I did yesterday, I just tried to land it on the deck of the boat. And as soon as it goes into its landing motion, it goes into autopilot. Oh, he's getting recognised by his fans.
Yeah.
I'm in your world now.
I know, yeah.
And yeah, it just went straight off the back. So, slight downside to start of the day, but the ups have outweighed the negatives, because I had sea legs today. Didn't feel sick more than about 10 minutes at one point. Ate some food. I've been fine all day.
Mate, I'm not just saying this, alright guys. Obviously yesterday you were pretty rough and I was worried about you. And last night I said to you, when we went to bed, I said, just see how you feel in the morning.
Yeah.
And you've rocked up this morning and been absolutely fine all day. And you've done nothing different really.
No. I think maybe just the second day my body was like in you to put up with. So it means that last night when we got here and I gingerly ate some food and had a Coke, I think tonight I'm going to smash an Indian and a pint and enjoy it. And we'll chat the rest. I know you're busy at the moment tying up, but good trip.
Yeah, quite amazing. It's nice just to have that offshore, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I think Andy's made up to find the fish. And I think you've done well. And we got you on camera. And I'm on camera. Doesn't happen often.
Yeah, it does. You're normally doing the filming, so.
And we're going to the final, man. I know you're busy about to park up, so I'm going to stick a camera in your face.
Go for it.
That's today.
I'll even put mine down.
The last 2 days been a success in your eyes?
Yeah, mate, blinding success. There's always more fish to be caught, but we got amongst them. We had them on 3 different techniques. Got you your first fish.
And I hooked one on the lure earlier, which was just
that was hilarious. That was. It's been a success. I've really enjoyed it. It's been good having you boys down. Yeah.
And that was sea legs today. I didn't try on your boat.
You've done blinding today. It's you've done a fucking cracking job today.
I'll let you park up because we're going to go in.
I'm alright.
Well, we're going to go have a pint, curry, centrally.
We're like a couple of pints, I think.
And decompress, I think, after all that. It's been a mega trip, so massive thanks to that. Shake your handle,
Cheers, buddy.
Nice Wayne, getting this all rolling.
Oh yeah. Get on.
Nice one. Enjoy the last Torquay sunlight.
Where are you up there, Anne?
Get on land. Go have some grub. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know typically my channel is predominantly carp based, and when I do anything different it doesn't get as much interest, but I hope that you clicked on this one, enjoyed it, take a lot of it on board, because it's another level. It's different gravy. Really enjoyed it, so please like the video if you did, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and all that jazz. Of course, follow Tuna Gear. Where can they find you on Instagram? Mords Fishing Adventures. Obviously Wayne the Shore Hunter. Tuna Gear UK and everything. Have you got a personal one you want anyone to follow? Not at all.
Not at all. Too many skeletons.
Yeah, no one needs to follow me. Tuna Gear on Facebook.
Yeah.
And tunagear.uk on Instagram. So that'll be the one. Oh, that was actually pretty good, wasn't it, Dad?
And that's that. 2 days. So now you would have seen another video which will be coming soon, which I've also been filming down this way, because tomorrow I've got the end of a course I've been doing in Brixham. So something exciting coming as well. That'll be in a future video. So like I said, if you haven't already, please do subscribe so you don't miss any uploads. New videos every single Sunday. Loads on social media as well. So follow me on your preferred platform if you like. And I think that's enough chatting to camera. But overall, I'm just so happy I wasn't sick again today. It meant I enjoyed it a lot more. So final thanks to everyone involved. And maybe you'll see me on a boat again in the future. Which, if you said that at the start of the day, I'd have said no.